Hi and welcome to the Compulsive Canadian Gamer. Back with episode 5 here with some Christmas unboxings. This was a really good year this year for me. Mrs. Claus was very generous and brought quite a few different toys. Just different collectibles from some of my favorite series, Zelda, Halo, Assassin's Creed. So I'm going to do these in sort of one video a day, so you can expect sort of the next 5 or 6 days will be a new unboxing every day. As well as I'm finally going to do the follow-up review to the Nika Needler. I did get another one from EB Games, and this one is functioning as it should be. So that will be coming in the next 5 days as well. Also, I will be doing a review on the Gear VR, Samsung Gear VR. Picked one up over the holiday season, and I will, it's not a proper unboxing video, but it will be my first review video of the technology. Alright, so first up today is Nintendo has done this World of Nintendo collection now, which is pretty cool. They've done a lot of their key franchises, Mario, Metroid, Zelda, and so on, and they've done varying size figures. They've got sort of this larger line here. The Link is 20 inches. They've got some rather large Mario figures. Metroid is, about a 12-inch figure. Actually, one of the Metroid creatures. And they've got larger Mario, and they go all the way down to 2.5 inches. So this guy picked up off of, or my wife picked up off of Amazon, and I believe EB Games is going to be carrying them shortly. I've checked their site, they don't have anything on there yet. So I don't know what the availability will be like in Canada, but they are actually coming to Canada. I've seen some on some reseller sites and stuff. Right now they're coming mostly out of the States and out of China, but they will be available locally. This guy, from what I understand, was only about 40 bucks, which is really good for a 20-inch figure, considering most are, around the $200 range once you start to get into a figure that size. So anyways, let's crack this guy open. He comes, Link comes with his sword and his shield, as well as a sheath for his sword. Quality seems pretty decent. He's really solid. Appears to be made of a rather hard plastic. The signature Master Sword. Let's see. The box boasts that he's got a whopping 7 points of articulation. Coming in more along the line, I'm imagining, of a statue than an actual figure, which is fine in and of itself. Once you get up to the toy lines that are this large, you sort of sacrifice posability for detail and size. So that is often the trade-off, unfortunately. So if you want, the larger toys that are out there, the larger collectible figures out there, they often come non-posable once you get past a certain dimension. Alright, you're being a bit of a stinker to get out of here. There we go. Well, let's hope he stands on his own here. Alright, and signature shield. So fairly well made. He is hard plastic. His tunic is sort of this pliable rubber material, as well as his pouches. Seems like the head is his head sort of rotates left and right. You've got shoulder movement, no elbow movement whatsoever, but wrists do turn. And then his legs go back and forth, which is kind of pointless because he appears to only be able to stand in one exact pose. So, with no knee articulation, there's, no bending down, anything like that. So, I don't know why they even made his legs move, to be completely honest. He does have a spot here on his back where you can actually put the scabbard. It slides in there fairly well, which is nice. Sword fits perfectly. Let's see which hand we can get in here. The hands are kind of rubberized material. Gives a little bit of movement, not a whole hell of a lot. Probably just enough to get, you know, the shield into his hand, and that's going to be it. Which is kind of unfortunate that there's no elbow articulation, because, you know, when he's going to hold his shield here, unfortunately you're going to have one pose and that's about it. Just shield up, which isn't exactly conducive to the way that you'd be holding a shield. Even sort of off to the side, it's a little bit better. Still kind of looks a little bit dorky, unfortunately. Let's see how easy it is to get the sword into his hand here. Hilt doesn't come off, which is typical of a lot of collectible swords for figures. Usually the part of the hilt will come off so you can slide it into his hand. That doesn't seem to be the case. So unfortunately, this is going to be another force job here. You kind of got to bend his rubber fingers out of the way to squish this in. And again, without any sort of real proper articulation in the elbows, he's got his, you know, I'll just point this anywhere pose. But at least it goes really well with his, you know, I'm going to hold a shield in front of my face. So, you know, for the price, I can't overly complain, considering how cheap they are. It is more of just sort of a cool statue to have around. I would have liked a couple more points of articulation. If they were only going to give you a 7, I would have preferred elbows instead of legs, because it's not, like I say, it's not like he can really stand. You know, if you do his feet out in any position, it's not going to work. So, but all things considered, like I say, for the price, pretty decent. Some of the other figures I've checked out, I actually don't own them, but I've seen them online. In the same World of Nintendo line, Mario is actually pretty cool. He's about 16 or 18 inches. There's a larger Bowser figure, the Metroid, obviously. I haven't seen Samus yet in a larger figure, but if I do come across one, I'll probably be picking it up as well. That's pretty much it for Link. Well, like I say, you know, all things considered, not too bad. A little disappointing, but for the price, you can't beat it. All right, that wraps up episode 5. I will be back tomorrow with episode 6, doing an unboxing of Evie and Jacob Fry from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. All right, thank you very much, and have a good night.